Taken right around the 44. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On second down now, it's Rose. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, middle. Go ahead. Hey, middle. Hey.
Up the middle they go. Rose. They find some open field here. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Rose will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. This time, Jackson will throw it.
And this is going to be
The offense is always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game, but the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play forward in this one.
And ball going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's get set.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
12. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
And any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to work big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
3rd down and 13.
Here we go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The Bengals sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
Again, it's Jones. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Here we go, here we go.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third.
11,
Now
11,
Burrow
11.
changing things up here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
11,
Not
mighty.
liking
11,
the look.
mighty.
They'll change the play.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
On third down, Burrow. This one swung out here to Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rose. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Rose. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ready.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Yo.
Up the middle they go. Rose. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. Middle.
It's Rose. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Close. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ravens 17, Bengals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 mighty.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, middle.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey.
Throwing is Jackson. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Jackson.
Situation here.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On the counter, here's Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball is released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete
to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They'll run on first down. It's Rose. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
The 24-yard line.
And Burrow going to change the play. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they go play action now. Burrow, he'll buy some time right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, gonna throw it. But it's not gonna work. He'll go down. They got him. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
12, 12, 12.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here we go,
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
go, here we
Thanks
go.
for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter,
11,
second and 10
11.
coming up.
12, 12,
And the
12.
slot man goes in motion left. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I'm one, right?
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
11, 11. Stop.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
How about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy
12,
call.
12.
They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get set.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT tape. 11 MT. Stop.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
On 2, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Chase, the motion man right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Gets past one man. And boy, some nifty running, but he's still going to come up about a yard shy.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth
11,
down.
11.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Burrow. He sets up the screen to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Gotta go.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Up the middle, Jones.
I got you, boy.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
11. 11 Thomas.
Burrow on 3rd down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a lead down to 10, 24-14.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Change it.
not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Looking deep here for Flowers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. On his horse. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Chase, complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Gun.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Let's get
2nd and 5.
12.
Burrow on play action. And that is caught. He's going for a Bengal touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
At the Ravens' 20-yard line.
And that flag accepted.
On one, ready?
Second down, 8 yards to go.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Here we go.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
11,
Now
11,
Burrow
11.
changing the look.
Stop.
An inside give to Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They set the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill.
11
First and 10.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On one, ready?
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. To throw, Burrow.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
11. empty.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one is never in doubt.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, report.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. I'll change that down. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Dawson, and he is going stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. And that is incomplete. They had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver downfield, at least get in the field goal range, and get us a win.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go up near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Rose shreds the tackle. That's a room to run now. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish.